what I sold. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I released my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries on the side of an ice cola. You know that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. That is hard. He is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle. Third and a yard. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds short of the line to gain. The fake not successful, and they turn it over on downs.
Oh, and they brought the heat trying to block the punt, but without the open target he was relying on, the punter turned quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball. That pressure helped create a sense of panic and led to a throw right towards that defender.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that one incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. We'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he will go all the way. Calvin Ridley, touchdown Titans. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. On play action now, Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pistol here for Herbert. He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second and 11. On 2nd down, Spears. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Off the play fake. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Now Herbert again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. So, a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. Remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Kirk is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, L.A.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
On second down, here's Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, second and goal. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Kirk, touchdown Chargers.
You simply just can't allow that ball to be completed, Mike. I mean, there's no time left. You understand there's two options. There's a take a shot Hail Mary into the end zone, or there's throw the ball underneath and try for a couple laterals. At the end of the first half, it's probably just going to be a Hail Mary, and you got to go up and knock that ball down.
So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On play action, now Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up. So after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, first and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, You're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now, Herbert. This one is caught by Kirk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now, faking the give. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll look to throw. The throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Running is Akers. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he searches for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now, a return coming from the 14. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Spears. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Spears. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try it now with Spears. He's going to pick up a Titans 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run with Spears. Not much there. Maybe a yard. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Spears. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And he will have a Titans 1st down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4. So, it's a win here for the Titans. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one.
For the antidote, there's a pretty girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible.
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.